The relationship between a patron and his barber is different. You know, once you find a good barber, you locked in. So it just got me to thinking about, man, those times coming up back in the day, man, back in the early 90s, you around looking for a haircut on the low. So this one time, man, this cat up the street, man, we just gonna call him Rosencrantz.
Geographics Media.
A man Corey, a king without a throne.
The King Without a Throne podcast with executive producers extraordinaire and co-hosts and all around wise man. Cyncere Wizdumb. What's up, brother?
Peace, King. What's good with you?
Hey, nothing to it, brother. Just living life between the sky and earth and ain't touching dirt nowhere. Been a lot of discourse out there in the interwebs and the out there in the atmosphere about barbershops and basically barbers and the fees they charge. A lot of people going on about barbers charging too much, because I've been seeing some places like $100 for a haircut, which is, I think, is wild, bro. I ain't had to worry about, paying for a barber in quite some time. So that's really not my battle to fight. But I always just thought it was interesting, the current state of barbering and the cost, especially in this economy. You haven't experienced anything like that?
Well, yes, sir. It's just outlandish to a certain degree. Because even with me, I pay pretty good as far as barbering is concerned, but I shaved my head. About to shave it again because I kind of liked it. Historically, we hadn't had to pay that type of money coming up.
Correct.
The sisters, $200. Some of them pay as much as $2,000 sometimes, depending on what they get. When I started paying $20,
I was like,
I felt
exactly.
We used to pay. We from the crib. We paid what? $5, $10. Economy changed too, but
yeah, inflation
they gotta live.
But yeah, hey, I get it. Cost of living. Everybody got to make a living, but
they got
man, some of these prices I be seeing, this is like, seriously, bro, just for a little taper and a blend, $100, and then you had to go through all the appointments, and then you get in there, the barber might be arguing and fighting. The relationship between a patron and his barber is different. Once you find a good barber, you locked in. So it just got me to thinking about those times coming up back in the day, man. Back in the early 90s, you around looking for a haircut on the low. So this one time, man, this cat up the street, man, we just gonna call him Rosencrantz. So I was a freshman in high school. Everybody was like, man, yeah, Rosencrantz, he know how to cut. And I caught him on a good day. He gave me a fly haircut, bro. I'm talking about perfect lines. The blend was perfect. Put a part in there with the little, because I had a high top fade. He had did it right, got the levels right. It was geometrically perfect. I went to school the next day. Everybody giving me compliments on it, whatever. I'm the man for those 2 weeks till my hair started growing back. So everything goes to plan. Time for another haircut. I found Rosencrantz. He was jittery and stuff like he might have been on a caffeine high. So I get in there. He gets to cutting my hair. He just fidgeting and wasn't carrying on. He goes across the front of my fade, my high top fade, with the clippers, and he get me right here. And I'm like, what was that, bro? Oh, no, I got you. Let me line this up. Then he get the edge. At this moment he knew. Do this little thing. I'm like, okay, he fixed it, whatever. So he finished the haircut, and I look in the mirror. I'm like, dude, what the you done did to my head? Bro, he had like gashed the front of my high top fade right here for about like a quarter of an inch. Not so bad that it was distinctly noticeable, but it was definitely noticeable, and it looked horrible. So I'm cussing him out and stuff. The Negro runs up out of the little shop where he cutting and don't come back. I get home, I start getting on a better light. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna kill it. So my cousin comes by. Dang, nigga, what happened to your head? Man, Rosencrantz cut it. You let Rosencrantz cut your hair? You know that nigga smoke crack. Where you been, boy? Searching for this dude. He done got ghosts. I'm trying to play this stuff off, and I had to go to school the next day. Back in those days, you couldn't wear a hat in class. You might get away with it on the bus, in a hallway maybe, but once you got in class, that had to come off. I'm sitting in the back of class when we had assigned seats like in world history class. So I'd get through half of the school day, fumbling around and hiding my head, doing everything I can not to get noticed. Come to band period, man, and something came up. And Mr. Altman had me come up, bring some music up to the front. I'm like, oh my God, like I can't come up there like that. Just bring it up. I'm like, dang, so I'll bite the bullet, go up there. Man, folks just bust out laughing. White girls was Oh, it was horrible, man. One of the white friends, they were looking at me and pointing and laughing. I was like, I can't do this no more, man. I called my mom. I'm feeling sick. I got diarrhea. You got to come pick me up. I got to go home. So I get home, and later on that day, shout out to our boy, Adrian Plummer, man. After he's cracking up, laughing at me and stuff, he finally get down to business and save my ear. But bro, that was one of several barbershop fails I had trying to save a couple of bucks, bro.
First of all, King,
Tragic.
let's go back.
Go ahead.
I want to explain to the listener. I got to talk about this. First of all, most of us was jealous because you had this good hair. You had this really curly hair. I mean, it looked like a squirrel, but it was your natural hair. The curly, slick hair. And girls were like, ooh, look at his hair. So, but he might have doggone gapped you on purpose because he was jealous about that.
But he came through the first time. Nah, man, he had hit the 8-ball or something on that second trip. I ain't know the cat was on crack. I found this out after the fact, after I get mutilated, bro.
He did it on purpose. But you had that good hair, man. What happened was you was getting ready to go into the shop that day. He was all good, and some girl probably said, ooh, look at his hair. And he got mad, like, yeah, I'm gonna fix that. Because I've seen barbers do that. Listen, B, I've heard and seen situations like that. I've heard some barbers in different places brag about doing stuff like that. Some girl sitting in the shop with her kid, and some dude walk in, and she be like, ooh, because all them cats trying to say something to her, she ain't paying any attention. That one cat coming there with the dope hair, and she compliment him. Man, them cats are like it was an accident in a heartbeat. I've seen and heard stuff like that, bro.
Bro, that's horrible. That's very unethical.
It is, bro, but barbershops in the hood.
Hey, bro. Like you said, hey, like this song, no church in the wild, man. No church in the wild. You get out in the Wild West, man. Every man for himself, especially when you're trying to impress a female.
One time I was getting a haircut, and my barber, well, my old barber, me and him super cool to this day. He was just cutting my hair and talking. And he was talking to everybody around the way in the shop. Just dropping philosophies and just doing what barbers do. Mm-hmm. Well, all of a sudden, his facial expression changed. He was standing in front of me, and he was cutting, and all of a sudden he was like,
it was at this moment he knew.
And I said, what's wrong? This brother took no accountability whatsoever. Yeah, man, right here, man, you losing your hair. I had a full head of hair when I got here.
Now all of a sudden you got alopecia.
Now all of a sudden my hairline back. He just threw his hands. I don't know what to tell you. Hey man, just give me $5. That's when I knew.
I knew it.
You made a mistake. I didn't get a haircut, man, for a couple of months to let it grow back. Then I ended up my new barber now, but that was my situation. And you still charged me $5. That was one of those things you should have told me. Bro, my bad.
It's on the house.
It's on out.
Charge it to the game.
Man, just give me $5, dog. What?
Like he was doing you a favor.
Let me tell you something, man. I learned this a long time ago. You never want to make your doctor angry. You never want to make somebody angry that's cooking or serving your food.
Correct.
Man, show love to your barber, man.
Hey, give him a gift card during the holiday.
Yes.
Give him a 6-pack every so often, man. But definitely, man, just take care of your barber, man. Like I said, that patron-barber relationship, I don't want to sound too out there, whatever, but it's a special type of relationship.
I tell you what, King, I don't know if I'm going to try to talk the listener into tipping barbers if they already paying $100, bro.
Yeah. That's a different kind of relationship right there.
Yeah. If you paying $100, you gave a $70 tip, bro.
Speaking of which, man, I was in college. I came home for the weekend. I came home and the fair was in town that weekend. My cousin, a homeboy, used to cut our hair, and I was looking real bush. Hey, cuz, you gonna come over here? Because he was gonna cut my younger cousin here. Just let me get in there. We trying to go to the fair because it was raining that day. Him and his girlfriend wanted to go to the fair before it get all wet. Come on, bro, let me go on and blah, blah, blah. He's like, all right, come on, jump in there. Man, I wish I had just not done it because he was rushed. Once again, the cheap haircut. Your homeboy's supposed to be looking out for you, your kinfolk. Man, he didn't do me like Rosencrantz did, but he dang got me up, and then he shorted my cape on one side because he was rushed trying to get out there. Didn't even take the time to put a cape on me, dog. Sat down the chair and he just started trimming up. I'm like, what are we doing here? He done got me on the right side. My edge up was like crooked. He didn't square it off. He kind of like sent it straight to the back. So when I got back to school over the weekend, that following Sunday, the dude down the hall, let's call him Guildenstern. I went down to him. He was a community barber in the dorm. He's like, "Dang, man, what happened to your head?" "I got you, man. Come on, get in here." Sat me in the chair, put a cape on, did me right, and hooked me up. Saved the day. Had another one, had to come in and get me right, bro, because I was trying to be cheap and save a couple of bucks.
Make no mistake, if you have to go to a new barber after another barber messes you up, the new barber never hesitates to tell you how jacked up it is. And they make it sound just horrendous. You already feeling bad. And then they say something like that, bruh. And I know, and the facial expressions too, man, they messed you up, dog.
My God, what happened?
Yeah.
No, it's bad, but it ain't that bad. Is it? Is it? But yeah, he hooked me up, man. He got me right, bro.
They go on bad, but and it'll be the best cut you ever had in your life.
Yeah, because it's the salvation cut.
It's the salvation cut. Now they have a new customer, and inside of 3 or 4 haircuts, they start getting slack.
Yep, because Guildenstern, like I said, he was a community barber in a dorm. Everybody coming to you, even though we paying it ain't that much. But come on, man, we college kids. You living in the dorm, you making money hand over fist because you cutting everybody out. You would get sometime. You would like basically make you an appointment. You see him on campus. "Hey, man, when can I meet you in the bathroom, get a haircut, whatever?" "Yeah, my last class is at 3. Come by at 4:30. Go in the bar, he ain't there, man. Go knock on his door. He in there sleeping, just playing next to nothing. Gotta live with it. So one of my buddies, he lived upstairs from where I live. So me and him were pretty cool. And we had a couple other partners we used to run with. This one day, brother was cutting hair. And it was this cat that they didn't too much get along, man. He didn't like cutting the dude hair because he just didn't care for the cat, man. Money is green and it all spins. So he was cutting the dude hair, and he finished cutting his hair. And the dude was like, "Hey, man, can I get some alcohol?" "Nah, man, last time I cut your hair, you used an old bottle. So nah, man, do what you got to do, but you ain't getting none of my alcohol." He left out the room, and the barber was like, "Hey, man, you ain't gonna pay me?" So the guy got his little couple of bucks out and threw it at him. "Oh, man, so I'm some kind of bitch now? I'm a dog? You just gonna throw money at me? I'm a strip with some stuff? You just throwing money at me now?" The dude turned around, whooped up at him like, "What you gonna do?" "Why you say that?" "Cause my homeboy from Ren's joked his ass up and slammed him down on the bed. Nigga, I kill you. Would you ever talk to me like that?" So we trying to pull him off. Not me. I'm over in the corner dying laughing. And all I can see was the scene in Do the Right Thing where Radio Raheem was choking out Sal. It looked just like that.
Wow.
That's all I can position in my mind when you're that dude choking that dude out. And he was choking him, man. His dude was on the bed. And his leg was kicking. He was kicking, trying to get loose. Man, that shit was so funny, bro. Another damn, when barbering goes wrong, dudes trying to be too tough for their own skin.
I remember Big J. Shout out to Big J, the artist.
Shout out, Jay.
Tried to make our boy cut his hair and went over there late at night. You with us?
I remember that. He was dead wrong, but that stuff
He was
funny.
dead wrong. It was so
he
funny,
wrong with
man.
two left shoes, but it was funny.
Then he cussed the man out for not cutting his hair.
It was real. It was a school night, man.
It was a school night. Sorry about this, Big J, to blow up the spot, but that jump was just funny. Bruh, I'm in the bed. So?
Help you, bro. Hold up, bro. You can't be doing somebody like that at their own house and they doing you a service, a discounted service.
Way discounted. Way discounted,
Extremely
man.
discounted. Yeah, damn near free.
And the boy could cut.
Barber, man, next day at school, he was hot, bro.
He was, man.
It almost was, it was about to be something.
It was. But do you remember what happened when Jay did get in the chair? He sharpened the clippers before he cut Jay. And so
put the blades on him.
Man.
Put the knives on him.
So, bro, but when he got in that chair though, he was lining them up nice. He wasn't being hard or nothing, but the clipper was so sharp. What he was doing the tape, it was just blood coming out. They said, "Hey man, I was looking forward to a haircut, but now I'm sitting here shivering in fear." It was just blood in different spots. No clipper was real sharp. I was just sitting there laughing. He had to put some alcohol on him after he got through with the cut. That was it. He put the alcohol in his hand. Wow. Listen, B, I understand that people have to be inventors, but whoever made that black stuff to fill in your hairline, anytime I'm in a hurry, somebody getting their doggone hairline painted in, This guy was in front of me. I had been sitting at the shop, bro, probably 5 hours. My whole Saturday. I know that I'm next. This dude gonna go get in the chair. King, the brother was bald for the most part.
Lord.
The only hair that dude had was the outskirts of his head. The whole crown, everything bald. Like, just cut the rest of it off.
Man,
He painted it in. And
I'll get a half piece. Get a man unit.
he painted it in. So you got this black stuff on it. Then he had to sit under the dryer to dry it out.
Oh, hell no, man. I've been mad as hell.
I was hot. 38 hot. This brother head looked like patent leather when he got up, B. And I'm thinking, when you go get in the shower, all this money you paid going to run down the drain.
Going down the drain.
So it never fails. When I'm in a real big hurry, somebody got to get something painted on, painted in.
Or they got some touched up, or they got some very specific instructions. I need the line to come down just like this, then go over like that. I know what you mean. Yeah, I had that happen several times. One of our homeboys from back in the day, I remember I was getting my hair cut. Once again, shout out to Adrian, he was cutting me up. But before I got in the chair, one of the homies, man, he was in there, and I was on my lunch break, man, trying to get in and get out. He come in with these very specific and dynamic instructions on how to cut his hair. The dude was bald-headed. All he was getting was some sideburns. He didn't have a full beard, bro. He just had like these floating sideburns that was like 1 inch long from like the top of his ear down to his jawline on each side. He didn't have a full beard, so they weren't anchored to nothing. They didn't connect to a mustache or a goatee, and it looked horrible. And he kept on, hey man, could you edge it up a little bit? Oh, this side looked like it's a little thicker than the other. Man, I was so dang mad I was late getting back out my lunch break. The barber, he was real frustrated. I ain't cutting that dude hair no more, man.
Yeah. So it's a real serious thing, barbershop in the hood, because you can get hurt, man.
Bro, yeah, like you said, we were mild and mannerable, man, but some cats ain't like that. Some people be ready to throw hands about having to wait too long.
You right.
I'm gonna catch you. Watch when we get out here. Shit, here we go.
You right.
They argue about something that happened in the barbershop. Or you remember when Sega Genesis and they started bringing the Super Nintendo to the barbershop? Had to take that mug out at one point because cats started getting to fight over video games. It's always something. Madden, NBA Live. Oh my God. Yeah, they had to take the game system out.
Bruh, the best thing invented, I'm still on my inventor tip, were doggone AirPods. Once AirPods came along, I go in the barbershop, I put on something, listen to it. I stopped participating in barbershop conversation.
Too many politics, way too many conspiracy theories. Oh my God, bro.
And whack rappers. This dude came in the barbershop one day. He was every bit 60 years old. He was in his 60s. He came in there, man, promoting his album. Talking about he been in the game 30 years.
30 years too long, bro.
I just looked. Hey, man, I'm good. Then man, you ain't trying to support the brother? You ain't support black bitch? I'm not supporting a whack MC. What? He left me alone. Bro, I've been in the game. You terrible. So you came up better just asking for a donation. I don't need another coaster on my doggone table.
Exactly, bad, bro. I'm in the glove box. You don't need no more junk in the glove box.
He getting loud in the barbershop and trying to get people's attention.
Lord have mercy.
I've never heard of you, man. Never. I've been around the whole scene. Who are you, man? I stopped having conversation. And brothers, if you go to the barbershop, stop talking so much. Seriously. People be in there talking about, yeah, man, I was at this girl house and she got a hug
on the street just to get jumped or shot.
Make no mistakes. A lot of these dudes in the barbershop like girls, bro. Like with a stereotypical girl. They'll tell all their stuff and don't think of any of the repercussions. And then be in the street, these bros hating on me. Nobody hated on you. No one cares. You put your own business out there, B.
Exactly, man. So that'd be a public service announcement to you cats out there, man. Keep your business close to your vest, man. Too much drama that goes on behind there. Why bother? We're at the barbershop. We're in a place of business. Come in and handle your business and get up out of there, man. Man,
that's what led me to, I'm going to shave my head and try this thing. I did. Saved me time and a little bit of money, bro. And I don't have to deal with hearing craziness sometimes, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit around to hear who got shot, who got into a fight, what girl doing this and doing that. Little known fact, Sometimes the barbershop is a place that brothers want to go to relax, chill.
Hey, the voice of reason and wisdom and age speaking now. Just want peace of mind. Just want to get out, get your haircut done, maybe see a couple of friends or whatever. I don't need to know the third guy in line who you sleeping with or who you want to sleep with. It's none of my concern. Don't share that with the public.
I'm a little more accepting rather, of, a kid, 15, 16, 17.
Yeah, because
Guess who got to fight in school today? When you 40 years old,
you shouldn't be
45,
talking
50
about no
years
damn
old.
fight.
I don't want your 50-year-old behind coming in here talking about, yeah, man, so-and-so got to fight, man. He was in my car. I was with him. Nah, man.
For real. Come on.
Shout out to our boy with the king's son cut back in the day in school.
A little backstory on that, because a lot of listeners going to be new, and some of them from back in the day have probably forgot about the infamous King's son, the MC.
If you the listener, Google King's son.
Yeah, he did.
One of the best to do it. One of the best to do it on the West Coast, baby, and one of the best in hip hop to me.
King's son, he had this haircut in one of the videos, man.
It was a crown, wasn't it? It was a crown.
Yeah, I guess it was a crown, but it looked kind of like the I always likened it to the Adidas logo, and he had it right here in his head.
One of the homies got this particular cut and came to school. He had it was bald with that crown on it. He tried to emulate that. It wasn't a crown. I don't know. It was just pretty much
a patch of hair.
A patch of hair.
It looked like somebody, you explained to the barber what an Adidas logo was, and they had never seen it, and he just tried to cut it off your description. That's what it looked like. It looked like what they tried to do, and it was
pretty
horrible.
much. It was real bad. It was real bad. During the days in the 90s where as African American, as black people, we're learning some history about ourselves. So every few brothers you ran into, they gonna stop and try to drop knowledge, and they're gonna always do their fingers like this when they talk. Yes, as black people, he became one of those brothers.
Yeah, like a pseudo 5%.
He came outside in our courtyard in school. If you ever came down high school, the courtyard, you had to have your game on. Man, he came outside with that haircut, trying to drop some knowledge. And this guy,
it was at this moment
this guy who had a speech impediment, we'll say that. Good guy, we love him. Hang out with us.
Yeah.
He couldn't fathom the haircut. He kept trying to wrap his brain around the haircut. He kept trying to process the haircut.
Yeah, like.
And he just started walking up to people. He kept walking to people trying to ask questions.
Like, what's wrong with the haircut?
Wrong with the haircut. And so
you're asking everybody like, what happened to his head?
Old boy tried to drop some knowledge, and he tried to crack on old boy, and old boy was just like, speech impediment. Yeah, look at your hair to it. Look at your hair to it. And he kept repeating. Yeah. Look at your hair to it.
And all he could do was get mad because everybody was rolling.
Everybody was rolling, man. He get mad and cuss him out. All these many years later, if you mention old boy, somebody goes back to that doggone haircut.
Bro.
He did it on purpose.
Years later.
He did it on purpose. He thought it was fly.
He really thought he was like chapping into some damn some Afrocentric point of view, and his chakra was gonna be unlocked, and he was gonna have this energy. It's gonna flow into his words of wisdom. Bro, whoever got his clippers your head, they did you a horrible disservice. They jacked brother's head up. He realized it later, and instead of cutting it off, he just started letting it grow back in, and it made it look worse.
He sure did. Wow. I think that might be the most catastrophic haircut story I have. My aunt and one of my other aunts combed my hair out. All I needed was a zoot suit.
It was always some aunts or some want to experiment on your hair, bro. Play in it, comb it, try to braid it, or put a fried dye and lay to the side.
They had the gloves on and combing through it with both sides of the comb and slicking it down, and yeah. I was on.
You were crying?
I did, yes.
Yeah,
I was crying
real hard. Just burning.
Yeah, it's okay. Hold on. We about to wash it out. And then when the water hit it hurt worse. Y'all wrong for that. Word up.
Oh, man.
Listen, B, it was burning. I don't know why they were practicing on my hair, man. It was slicked down, and my scalp was burnt. It was straight. it was hurting, and it was so straight and stiff. It looked like if I touched it, it would break. It was awful. We're still laughing about that stuff. So what have you taken from this episode, King?
Maybe these barbers was on to something. You charging for a very distinctive service, man. So it can be somewhat traumatizing when you get a ill-suited haircut. But hey, at the end of the day, my hair grew back. And the moral of the story is, it's always a better day, man. You can't get it fixed, man. And just because it's bad today don't mean it's going to be bad tomorrow. Take it as it comes and move on.
I think my whole thing with this episode, just talking about how much a lot of barbers are charging now, I think a lot of the times, as far as black people, we're paying for the experience. I don't mind paying $40, $50 for a good, I ain't paying $100, but $40, $50 or something like that for a good experience, when you can go in and you can have a good conversation. You're building each other up. You're helping each other grow. It's an investment into each other, into the community. I don't mind paying for that. That experience can turn sour because people are bringing in the foolishness that we're trying to stay away from.
Stay away from.
Exactly. We and these are not necessarily bad people. Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of them just good people, but sometimes that's all they know, and they don't realize, hey, we in a perfectly good environment where we building right now. That little bit of negative energy throws off.
We just don't need it, man.
Everything. We don't need it. Yeah, we trying to build, we trying to grow.
Exactly.
And the good cut is the last thing. But I'm in a good environment. I'm learning, I'm getting stock tips. It's something, it's a spiritual experience. And so people will pay for that. People will pay for that, B. That's what I take from it.
King Without a Throne podcast. Check us out on YouTube. You can follow me on TikTok, Boazman5, also on Facebook, Boazman5 on Instagram. Over to you, bro.
And with me, you can hit me up on X, formerly Twitter, at Wizdumb, Wizdumb 1914, Wizdumb 1914 on IG. And you can look at me with my guy Big J, the artist, on the Our Content podcast. And coming soon, I'm working hard trying to get it there. Words of Cyncere Wizdumb. So we appreciate you for your support and all that Geographics is doing. That's all I got, B.
And until next time, all loyal subjects, show nothing but love and you get love back. Peace.
Peace.